Well folks, after multiple false springs, I think it finally arrived. Ice has been off most lakes for about a month now. The migrating birds are all back, the swans, ducks, geese, and such. And with spring comes garden season. And not to mention white leg season. Along with everyone's favorite, building season. As any of the longer viewers remember, I started the foundation for the greenhouse last year about this time, and am now finally getting back to it. What are you doing, Riley?
Shoveling dirt.
Trying to desod it? Well, Grizz had an exhausting day of shoveling, as you can tell. He's laying down in nice cool earth, keeping it mellow, making sure that we're doing it right. And myself also managed to get the tile on the walls grouted. And of course, before I forget, as winter left, I worked on the mill a bit to get material for the greenhouse, and then picked up some ash from Bruce. I'll have to see how it mills out and how dry it is, and I may just use this for the kitchen cabinets. I also ordered up 15 yards of pit run sand for the base of the greenhouse. Unfortunately, we can't get a large truck back there, so we had to wheelbarrow many loads. Well, gang, the base of the greenhouse is finally filled with sand. It was a long weekend of pushing wheelbarrows, and then I got the four-wheeler fixed and started hauling it also down in 5-gallon buckets on the trailer of the four-wheeler. But we put the foundation in last year, and I was kind of curious to see if it was gonna move around at all, and it stayed perfect, so I went ahead and filled it. Now I'm just waiting on a couple rains to let it compact a little bit more. We went and tamped it as we were filling it, but it still needs to be rained on a few times, let it set a little bit more before I put my slab down the center of it. I'll put some eye bolts in that and use it as a greenhouse in the spring, and then solar kiln during the summertime for the old sawmill. So that's kind of the plan with it. I gotta let it set for a couple weeks and let it get rained on some, and then retamp it, and we'll strike it off and drop it about 3.5-4 inches down below the top of the green treat foundation. And by doing that, I can get a 3.5-inch slab right down the center. As I said, it's going to be used also as a solar kiln, so I kind of like the idea of dual purpose buildings. But anyhow, I'm going to get my butt off to work, and everybody take care out there. Oh man, what a difference a day makes. Last 2 days are 70s and 80s. Today is only 45 with the wind. And what I'm currently doing, I'm just making a screed board. So I can take 4 inches of that sand out of there, now that it's settled about as much as it's going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do this the easy way and just notch the 2 ends for a screed board. I'm going to bring the bottom up 4 inches and then over. Okay, so this will rest on the green treat foundation, and then we'll just scrape it back and forth and get our 4 inches depth. Well, there's the first mistake. Looks like I'll be doing a little bit more shoveling. I figured the sand would compact quite a bit more, so we kind of filled it up, and it only compacted about 2 inches. So now I get to shovel out about 3-4 inches out of here. Nothing major, just more physical work. So now that we got the depth of that at 4 inches below the footings there, we're going to go ahead and put this commercial Duraweave fabric down. It's designed to go underneath pavement and concrete and rock and stuff, which is just fine for this. It's 12 foot. We gotta let it all roll out first. Not really. Roll it all out. Yeah, just roll it right back. It's only a little bit. That was that big. Get your nose out of there. Okay guys, as you can see behind me here, we got our landscape material all laid out and stapled down. Right now it's just weighted down with some of the objects on there. It's Memorial Weekend, Saturday, so this afternoon when things dry up a little bit, I got to try to form my pad out, and then on Monday I think the guys are all coming up and we're going to try to mix the concrete in my little 2-bag mixer because there's no way of getting a cement truck back here. Not to mention it's only about 2 yards, so maybe 2.5. So I'm just using the cheap concrete mix from Menards, and that is already all sitting down here, as you see. But this is the end of this video, and next one will probably be the pouring of the slab, probably planting our garden, and then maybe we can actually start framing. But anyhow, I hope everybody is doing well out there, and we will see you on the next video.